Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Welcome. El Dente, Moto P, Silver Eagle Dev. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we doing, guys? So there I am thinking I'm super prepared. I've even got a fresh set of strings and everything. I can't find my goddamn string changing kit anywhere. I literally had it like yesterday. Pokemon indeed. Not a Bravely Default 2, sorry. Dude. What is it, Moto P? God damn it, that is so annoying. I literally had all this stuff like yesterday. I changed the strings on my acoustic yesterday. Hey, Captain G, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much for the bits. Welcome. It's been a little while. So the track we're going to do is from Pokemon Gold and Silver. I was listening to it today. It is metal time. It is, but I need to change my strings basically. Like they're overdue a change. They're a very light gauge. Mental. So hang on a second. This might be loud. I'm sorry. This is the track we're doing. Stream Goblins ran off with it. They did. But I was listening to this today and I thought, it's got potential. Okay, bear with me. I need to find this. This is driving me absolutely mental. Can't hear it. Oh, that's embarrassing. Sorry, I thought you could hear it the entire time. Give me a sec. I don't know why this happens every single time. Oh, I don't know why that was set to that. Okay, let's try this again. This is the track we're doing. Why is it mono? Oh, what is going on here? Okay. Surely Simon is covering this. What? Sound stereo. Does it really? That's very interesting. Hang on, I'm just going to try and fix this. Wait 1 sec. Because it's... Unless there's some crazy stuff going on. Device properties. Additional device properties. Advanced. 1 channel. So you know, why is it 1 channel? 2 channel, 16-bit, 48 kilohertz. Apply. Okay, OBS might crash. I'm really sorry if it does. Oh, no, we're still here. And can you hear this? Okay, we are back in business. Okay, no, we're not doing that track. We are doing this one. Okay, I'm going to continue looking for this stuff because it's driving me mental. This is the real mystery part of it, right? Is that along with all my stuff was this. So this is Guitar Cleaner. I found that in the place I was expecting to find everything else, but all the other stuff is gone. God damn it. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Found it. Right. So, first part of the stream is going to be just a chill hangout stream while I change my strings. I thought that could be kind of like cozy. We're not going to listen to this the entire time either. I usually have to use one earbud for streams, but for the metal, I bring the big boys. Good on you, dude. Good on you. Right. Let's listen to some video game metal covers to get us in the mood, shall we? We're going cozy, all right. Captain G. Oh, sorry, I thought it was 100 bits. I was like, what am I think of? Tunes indeed. It was a highlighted message. Channel points on this channel, eh? They mean nothing. Anyone care to take a stab at how long it's been since the last metal cover? I worked it out before, I think. Over a year? Got to use them somehow. Nah, it's a dead currency, mate. 13 months, my word. It's interesting, isn't it? I don't really know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. I had a baby. Well, I didn't personally have a baby, but my wife had a baby. And then everything stopped happening for a while. You know, music and productivity and stuff. And then it was just a very tricky thing to get back into, I guess. I don't count the days, definitely not. Or I got the drum kit and yeah. We got way more. Actually, you know what? That is 100% true. I got the drum kit, got way more into playing drums than I did guitar. Now, if I was a smart person, which I think we all realize at this point I'm not, I'd have something to rest this on. Slipper socks, perfect. Well, that is actually amazing. I get it, dude. You mentioned that you had basically covered 99% of the tracks you set out to cover. Pretty much. That is also very, very true. Yeah, I mean that is very true. There aren't any like, you know, burning tracks left that I desperately want to do, otherwise I would have done them. So that's also a big part of it for sure. What am I doing? And the fact that you eventually came around to covering Veli was just a chef's kiss, dream come true. Thanks, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I love that cover, I have to say. I love all of the ones I've done, really. But that one is that one's special. Hey, Shibello flops in. How you doing, Shibello? Yeah, that's the wrong one. So yeah, I don't know how it's going to go. Might be terrible. Might not work, but you know, it's been a while. Still hoping for more Octopath goodness somewhere down the line. There's an Octopath Traveler track that you think works? Then link it. I know we started the boss theme. And that was going all right. I don't really know what happened there. The funny old thing. All right. Then we get to do the really satisfying bit. Check it. Never get bored of that. Also added pressure. I've never changed strings with an audience before. I absolutely may well go back to that Octopath track one of these days. So you wanted to make guitar tracks again? Is it because we've been making so much stuff you feel inadequate? Do you know what? No, it's that's the reason, but it's not feeling inadequate. It's feeling inspired by your guys' amazing work. That's what got me wanting to just like write some random original metal again, which I sort of started. Like I wrote like a riff, but you know, it's a start. And it's because, yeah, you guys have been posting some absolutely amazing stuff in the Discord, and I appreciate it a lot. I'm always very, very impressed. How many other games have got more than one cover if they were Nintendo staples? If they're not Nintendo staples, Octopath, baby. Final Fantasy? Wait, have I done? I've done one. No, I've done 2 Final Fantasy tracks. I mean, they're kind of Nintendo. Bin's gone. Let me know if the audio is alright, if the music's too loud or too quiet or whatever. It did start on Nintendo. I know. But you don't think, when you think Final Fantasy, you don't really think Nintendo, really, do you? The shame, I enjoyed the bit of Octopath I played. I probably played about 10 hours or so, but someone at work made a very good point. It's like, you know, 8 different characters with 8 different stories that can potentially turn up in any order. You're like, you sort of write yourself into a corner doing that to begin with. Not having a linear story. Not to say that non-linear stories don't work, but I don't know, that one for me, it was just tricky to like, I'm sure at some point I could have carried on playing, they all would have diverged and it would have been glorious, but you're on the hook for like 400 hours. Yeah, exactly. No, and as we all know, I don't have anywhere close to that amount of spare time these days. Can we take a minute to talk about how bad Squeenix are making sprites for the modern realm? I don't know, I mean, I'm not an artist. You also may be able to tell that. But I thought it looked pretty good. Right. Crucial step. Anytime you change your guitar, this is the perfect opportunity to clean it. Nothing like a freshly strung guitar and a freshly cleaned guitar. And this stuff is pretty damn good. Dunlop guitar polish. Works on fretboards, works on body. I wouldn't spray it all over your electronics, but I can't imagine it's the worst thing in the world if a bit of it gets on there. But yeah, this is good stuff. It's got a nice like lemony scent to it. And it's just, like I say, incredibly satisfying playing a freshly strung and freshly cleaned guitar. It's just lovely. And while all the strings are off, no better time to give it a good old clean. Music is art, ergo. Yeah, fair enough. All right. I appreciate that. Thank you. Takes notes. I just got some thicker gauge strings as well. Needs to change them once I get back into music. These are... Oh, no, these are gauge 10s. Okay, never mind. Oh, no, these are heavy bottom strings, lighter top strings. So for all of the, like, you know, all of the soloing I do, which is, like, none, it's a little easier to get the bends and to get the bass stuff. And then for the heavier stuff, yeah, thicker gauge strings. Normally I go, like, light just all over. And I don't know. I kind of get bored of that a little bit. You feel like you can't really, like, dig in without notes kind of going a bit mental. Especially if you go down to drop D, which is what I'm planning on doing today. All right. slightly more tedious step is cleaning the fretboard. But again, it's got to be done, and it is just, you're going to go to the effort to replace your strings. You know, clean strings, clean guitar. Why the hell not? It's so shiny, exactly, and that is because every single time I restring it, I clean it. Tactics Ogre Remake is what I'll be playing. Is that Final Fantasy Tactics? Get a bit of a shaky cam while I do this. Strings. Let's have a look at what strings you got. Ooh, nice. Yeah, elixirs are really, really great. This is how I treat things like my game consoles and VR headset as an adult. Yep. Especially VR headset. I would not want to... The idea of buying one of those secondhand anyway is just like completely gross. The only way I'd ever be tempted is if the person said regularly cleaned, very, very well looked after, because this thing has been on people's faces. They play games when they move around. People start sweating into them. It's just like not nice. Every time I play VR, I take it out of its case, put it back in. Good on you, dude. Sanitize it with alcohol wipes. Damn straight, dude. Well, if you ever want to sell it, I'll be willing to buy it because you sounds like you looked after it. Gamer sweat, exactly. It's not your normal, it's not your athlete sweat. Not that clean athletic sweat. It's 420 Mountain Dew Doritos sweat. I got lucky because it was off eBay and it was well looked after. Fair play, dude. I think, especially with VR headsets, I would love to have one. I would not love to spend like full price on one, you know. The shipping from Texas to the UK for something that heavy. Yeah, all right, fine. I'll just buy one then. You know what? You got you a tub of ramen, not sharing. Do you know what? That is the exact strategy I would take. Have you ever tried those like Korean? Hey, thank you so much for the 99 bits, my dude. I appreciate it. Those Korean, South Korean, insanely hot noodles, ramen noodles. Oh, here's some exciting news. I bought tickets, or a ticket, to Download Festival 2023. First festival I've been to for 12 years. Oh, awesome. You're going as well. Amazing, dude. That is so freaking cool. We need to meet up during Metallica. So Metallica are playing. Not only are Metallica playing, they're playing twice. They're playing on the Thursday night and the Saturday night, and apparently both sets are going to be completely unique. So I will literally be seeing Metallica twice in 1 week. And then Slipknot are headlining on the Sunday. And to me, that is just like, that is some absolutely god tier lineup right there. Look how lovely and clean and shiny that is. Look at that bouncing off that purple light. Let's get it off it. Oops. Look at that. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, wait. This is when the OCD kicks in. Oh man, isn't that just the best? This old girl has seen me through some tough times, you know. I will never get rid of this guitar, even if I end up with like 4 or 5 amazing several £1,000 guitars in my life. This one I will keep forever because it is just every metal cover you hear. This is the guitar. This is the whole stream. Yeah, I'm going to change my strings, play 1 chord, and then I'll call it quits. Several £1,000. Yeah, I mean, I'm strong, man. I'm not that strong. Right. Do it. These are also cobalt strings. They're not nickel. And I don't know what it is about cobalt strings, but they just sound so good. And I swear they stay like brighter for longer. The old wood 6-string gets no love. Nah, dude, that thing is... Oh, no, I did actually sell that guitar. I sold that to a friend of mine. I kind of miss it. That was a really great guitar. And I tell you what as well, right? If you're a guitarist and you play guitar and change strings regularly, get yourself one of these. Get yourself a string winder, because my God, I've only been using this for the last like year, and it is an absolute game changer. How long do strings last on average? It entirely depends on how much you play your guitar. But for me, every, I don't know, 3 months. Ooh. I'll probably change my strings every 3 months. Wow, is that how strings go on a guitar? They poke out the other direction and then pull back. Today I learned. Yeah, again, depends on the guitar. This one, yeah, the strings go through the back of the body. Some, they just go through this bridge here. Yeah, kind of depends on the guitar. And then this also has a handy little... This is like the best 10 quid I ever spent. I learn a lot on Simon Strings. Hey man, it's an educational place to be. Right, 1 down, 6 to go. And then we're going to get on to some metal. For me, not long. I play hard, so 2 months of playing. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's the thing. Yeah, if you play it regularly, it's kind of like how my so my bass, I change them probably maybe once a year, if I'm honest. But the strings I buy are like really nice. Like they're like £38 a set, which is pretty insane. But they sound so goddamn good, and they just stay bright longer. It's like you know, if you buy cheap shoes, you'll need to replace them in 2 months. If you buy expensive shoes, they'll last you like years. So even though you feel like, oh, it's a lot of money, it's like, yeah, but you will save yourself money. Right. I am very excited to hear how this sounds as soon as you set it up. First thing I do, put a nice clean tone on, maybe a bit of chorus, a nice proper like Petrucci clean tone, and you just get to hear the strings absolutely sing when they're freshly strung. It's just beautiful. I should have done it before and after. Damn it, too late now. Reminds me of the thing I once heard. Always invest in the things between you and the floor. Your chair, your shoes, your tires, your car. Dude, that is and your bed. Yeah, dude, that is amazing advice. Like, that's such a good bit of advice. I love it. Oof. Spitfire Audio is tempting me with a new drum pack. It's £300. Oh my God. That's tempting me. I haven't even heard it. Just the price tag makes me want to get it. Send a link. Chevelle. I definitely want to. Oh, you're listening to the before. Yeah, that's a good point. No, but like before with like a nice, fresh, glassy, clean tone. You know, that's when you really get to hear the value of new strings. Is when you play clean. You know what I did recently? Bought a fresh set of strings for my acoustic. Strung it all up. tuned it, played for about 10 seconds, went to retune it, and then the light gauge string snapped. And I was like, I'm going to hurt someone. I was very, very annoyed. You don't need it unless you're planning on using drums. I mean, can't really argue with that logic. Done that so many times. Isn't it just the worst? The worst part about a string breaking is that it's like, if you were planning on playing more guitar, done. You immediately have to stop. It seals your fate. And then this bloody awkward way of doing it, because it's... Oh, what are we doing? Yeah, so the string, I'll show you on the next one, but the string has got like a, you imagine there's like the string and then there's just like a ball on the end of it, so it means that you'll pull it through and then it will get caught, and then the other end is just completely like it's string, and then it's cut off. You end up with a little bit of extra. And then people who don't chop the ends of their strings off make me very angry. It's not clever, it's not cool. It's freaking annoying. Don't mind me, I'm very curious. That's cool, man. It's cool. I like imparting knowledge. I love imparting knowledge. People leave them uncut. Oh yeah, all the time. Like look at old like Tom Morello, Rage Against the Machine stuff. Like he does it. I hate it. Right, there you go. So that's, oh, look at that focus. Nope, don't look at my handsome, beautiful face. There you go. That's what the end of the string looks like, and then the other end is literally just string. Nothing but string. Did early days Kirk do that? Well, he's just gone down in my estimations. I get it if you're in a pinch and you don't, say you're in the studio, you don't have the right tools on you, but you're able to get the strings off and you're able to put them on. Fine. Understandable. Sort of. But if you've got a pair of pliers in the house, inexcusable. I really hate changing them on this side. Suddenly you have to flip your hands over. It's such a pain in the ass. That's not good. You know what? Suck it. I hear a Pokemon cover. This one is so great. Have you guys seen a YouTuber called, his name's Charles Cornell? The like jazz music analyst, pianist guy. He does an amazing like analysis on loads and loads of video game stuff, film stuff and everything, but he did one on the 8-bit Pokemon stuff, and it is good. And he talks about this track in particular. Oh, in fact, you know what? One track he references specifically is by a composer or arranger or whatever called Braxton Burks. Braxton Burks. Check this out. The orchestration and the arranging and the chord arranging in this is unbelievably good. And this is all software. This is all VSTs. This chord. How good is that? Right, one to go. I feel like I'm watching Up. I can think of much worse criticism than that. But isn't it amazing? So yeah, check out Braxton Burks on Spotify. Just unbelievably good. And he's done the whole of like Pokemon Red and Blue. He's done all of Pokemon Gold and Silver. He's done loads and loads of stuff. I say he. That was a complete assumption there. I have no idea what that person's gender is. Braxton. Is that a man's name? Oh, so good. They, them. Fair enough. There you go. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should never assume. And there we go. Don't you just love the way the light... let me get it. Look at the way the light just rolls up and down the strings like that. I absolutely love that. When you can tell a guitarist is playing with fresh strings. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. People just tuning in. Just having a little moment with my guitar. Don't you just love it? May I go on your guitar? Do you know what? I used to be really funny about people using my guitar. So I went to music college and everybody's got their bass on them, guitars and stuff like that. And every now and then someone would be like, oh, nice bass. Can I have a go? And I'd be like, no, I'm sorry. I'm kind of a germaphobe. IRL. Go back to some metal, shall we? So, no, you can't go on my guitar. You're also like 5,000 miles away. So, you know, there's a couple of reasons. Pick your favorite. Right. Slipper socks can go away. Polish can go away. Let's give it one last little. That's what they do. That's what they do when you wash your car, don't they? They finish the job and then they give it one last little. Oh, do you know what? There are fewer things in life quite like restringing a guitar. I bloody love it. Ah, shiny guitar appreciation stream. Okay, now it certainly is not. It's roughly about right. I've got the notes kind of like close enough, so the tension is about kind of what it should be. But it needs tuning. Not only does it need tuning, it needs the strings need stretching a little bit. So this is a thing that I remember having a problem with, and I know a lot of people had a problem with. Is like, oh no, every time you string a guitar, it just stays out of tune for like a week. Because you'll play a little bit for like 5 minutes, and then everything will just suddenly go out of tune, and that does happen. But there is definitely a way around it. Trick is, I will show you. Is the process more enjoyable than when you do the same to Little E, a fresh, shiny, and great smelling baby versus a fresh, shiny, and great smelling guitar? I give her a bath every night, and she's got this lovely, like, lavender scented baby shampoo. And there is something very satisfying, especially when she's got muck all over and paint and food and everything. Getting her all nice and cleaned up and smelling lovely and fresh. Fresh pajamas in a little sleeping bag, and then give her a little cuddle. It's like, there's something quite satisfying about that. Equally satisfying, I would say. That's a close one. Right. So, all right, let's let that chord resolve. There we go. So let's tune it. Start. Don't need that delay. So I don't want to put any too many like amazing effects on it just yet, because we don't want to spoil it. So the trick is, I had Tunic, and it reminds me, have you done any Tunic yet? I haven't, and I really, really want to play the game. So the trick is, you get it up to tune. So this is a B, and you give it a stretch, and then it'll be flat. Tune it back up. Give it a stretch. It'll be flat. Tune it back up, and you do that a few times, and eventually apparently it's possible to overstretch them. But if you stretch it as much as you would when you bend, like, then it should be right. Oh, I have learned Tunic. Sorry, you're right. I have indeed. I remember now. But I would love to play that game. Game's delightful. The music as well. Awesome. I do it by tuning sharp a half step, then strumming a bit. Might have to try this Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So rather than getting it to tune and let it go flat and then bring it back up, you get it sharp and then bring it down. Yeah, I can't see a problem with that. This is the way I've done it for years and years and years, and it's pretty foolproof. Never really had problems with stuff staying in tune. Unless, the guitar is crap. This is definitely my least favorite part. It's tuning it all up and then just going, please don't snap, please don't snap. We will be falling back on something else if this snaps. So what do you all think about the non-glamorous part guitars? Yeah, this is the stuff you don't see. I figured it'd be kind of a fun, chilled way to start the stream. Didn't think it would take 45 minutes though. We might have to go a little later than normal tonight. And there is something about the G string, easy, that is just famously like doesn't ever want to stay in tune. And I swear that's the same on every guitar. I swear it's the same on like expensive guitars, cheap guitars. The G string is just a pain in the ass string. That has been my experience. It's finicky, either sharp or flat with no cure. Yep. Glad it's not just me. I'm glad you also share my pain. And then once you finish tuning everything, the tension of the whole like neck will have changed. So it's likely that the lower strings will have gone out, but it usually just takes a quick tune and then it's all good. Apparently, and I'm not going to put this to the test, we had a guy from Gibson come and do a talk at our college, and he said if you string a guitar correctly, you should be able to lift the entire thing up by just lifting it by the string. I've never been brave enough to try it. Even though, despite the fact that, as far as I'm aware, I do string guitars correctly, I ain't doing that. Oh my god, dude. Floyd Rose is a great concept. But again, it needs to be, I feel like it needs to be a reasonably expensive system for it to actually work properly. But god damn it, I am exactly the same. I restrung it once and I thought this is the biggest faff. Because for those who are not aware, so this bridge right here, this is where the guitar, this is where all the strings like sit, basically. This is fixed. It's completely solid. It doesn't move. Floyd Rose bridges are like spring loaded and they move like this. And what it means is you can get whammy bars and you can do crazy dives and it literally brings the entire bridge up and it's cool. And what happens is that the strings are locked here and they're locked here as well. So if you want to tune, you actually have to like twist a little thing down here rather than undoing that. The problem is that when you string it, you're adding tension and more tension all the time. So the more tension you add, suddenly the bridge is all the way up here and it needs to rest down there. So you tighten it all up and you go, okay, right. You go around the back, you loosen it off so the bridge comes back down, by which point everything's gone really flat. So you tune it back up, the bridge comes back up. I just do not understand how to do that properly. Like, looked up a bunch of guides and everything. I think I had a not very expensive one. So I struggled, but god damn it, dude. I pay the local luthier $100 to do the Floyd Rose rather than lose 10 handfuls of hair again. That is $100 well spent, dude. I honestly, I never ever want to restring or look after a Floyd Rose ever again. Right, we are... Oh, that already sounds so good. But the real test, right, is when you put on a lovely, lovely... Right, are we ready? Are we ready? Now that's not the payoff, Silver Eagle Dev. This is the payoff. Are we ready? Okay. I find you've got to think like, what's the perfect chord to play? The first chord to play, and I think it's going to be this one. And that's what I mean. You do that little stretching thing, and stuff tends to stay in tune. These heavier gauges already feel just so much sturdier. I love it. All right, now we really put it to the test and put a metal tone on there, shall we? That is crazy, man. Like, heavier gauge strings just makes the whole thing feel so different. Hell yeah. Let me just try one other preset. There's a John Petrucci preset on here, which is just lovely. That is so crazy, man. I've been using light gauge strings, and I just feel like you can't dig in because everything just goes out of tune. But this, God damn it, dude. That sounds so freaking good. I love it. So, let's record some metal, shall we? Yeah. Oh, that'd be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine like that. No, it won't. So maybe all this time, I just needed some nice strings. Okay. That's more like it. So, Let's take another listen to the track we're going to be working on. Okie dokie. So first thing we need to do is tempo map. Now, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this is 120 BPM. That's my guess. It's also very likely that this kind of track is like not, what's the word? It's going to stay in time, basically. It's not going to fluctuate. The tempo is not going to fluctuate. So what I like to do is take a listen to it. What you're trying to do here is trying to find like clear moments where it's obviously like, where it's obviously, what am I trying to say? Like beat 1 or beat 2, like real clear, strong transients. Hang on a second. I need to rearrange some windows. One sec. Oh my God. That's not what I wanted to do. Do you know what? You can go over here. Trench time, really dig in just so you can't get out. Down straight. Have you pre-done drums like usual? Is this a blank sheet? This is blank. I've not even tempo mapped, dude. We are going. We're going from scratch. Properly from scratch. When I want to know BPM, I use Google. Yeah, that's fair. Anything that like those little tap tempo things, doesn't really matter where from. I had to abandon a cover because of Google and search BPM that was way off. Oh, that sucks, dude. That really sucks. Well, I'll show you how I do it. I'll show you how I go about it. First thing I do is I turn snap off because what I want to do. Oh, for God's sake, this is very annoying. What I want to do is find exactly where those strong beats are. So right here, that is a very clear, like obvious transient right there. So that bat thing. Why? I do not know why this keeps wanting to like highlight. So right there, bam, beat 1. Now the thing is, right? So what I do is I split that. Okay, something has changed here. This did not used to do this. What I'm trying to do. Well, basically what I do is I find the strong beat 1 right there. So this is quite simple. There's a clear find a beat 1, and I just will. Let's just see what 120 BPM sounds like. Why can't I hear my metronome? Metronome enabled. Oh, run during playback. There we go. Okay, you can hear the clear is too slow, right? I use those to find my heart rate. There you go. Practical medical uses as well. Did you know Whitney's I Want to Dance to Somebody is 119 BPM? That's so annoying. So annoying. The next song I tried had parts where it went like 2 to 3 times faster or slower than the average BPM. That is tricky. So when things do slow down, speed up, what I end up doing is I end up like time stretching the audio because I don't want to record to like 100 BPM and then 121.2 BPM and then 119. That is a lot of faff. So what I will do is I will just like get it where it's roughly right, and then I will split up the music and time stretch it so it fits. Grab the next one, time stretch that so it fits, and then it technically is different, but it's so like no one would ever be able to tell basically. So you can hear right there that the click is a bit too slow. So all I'm going to do is just like bump that up to like 125, and annoyingly, Reaper. I'm sure there must be a way you can turn this off. Reaper will change. Oh, bollocks. It will change the playback rate to match the BPM. I don't want it to do that, and I can't. Oh, dear. Why? I want to just change the playback rate. You can see there, rate 1.042. I don't want it to do that. Playback rate. Have they changed where this is? That's really freaking annoying if they have. Item. Take. Playback rate. Oh, for God's sake, where is it? Okay. Track, no. Actions, nah. You used to be able to just open that up and it would tell you playback rate somewhere in here, and it's not there, and that is really freaking annoying. Take pitch, shift time, stretch mode, project default, sound touch. No. Oh my God, what is that? Stretch mark, no. Stretch mark, no. Lock. Maybe that's what I need to do. If we undo that, lock it. So now if I change the BPM, it still changes the rate. Awesome. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, fine. So this is the really janky way of doing it, right? Cut it. Change the BPM. Paste it back in. Oh my God, it still changed the rate. Okay, this is interesting. All right, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use a Google tap timer. Tap tempo. So I'm going to play it. It's changed the rate again. This is really annoying. This is a step that did not take very long. Okay. I'm going to turn the click off. Okay. 123. This is incredibly janky. I'm going to delete this. Set it to 123. And then I'm going to re-drop it in. Now we turn the click back on. We go back in here and we chop this so it starts there. Let's get rid of that crossfade. Bam, close enough. Stick it back to the start, and that should be in time. And if it's not, then we do another sneaky little trick to figure it out. 1, 2, 3 was your guess at the start. Damn, dude. Okay, so it's still not in time. But you know what? This is fine. This is where a bit of stretchy magic comes in, right? So there, right there is beat 1, and it should be there. Find another one where we can be confident. There, right, okay, so you can see by this point it's gone really out, and do you know what we do? We split it, get rid of that, and then we time stretch this so it's at beat 1 of the next bar. And now it's at a new rate. We stretch it all the way out, and now this should be perfectly in time. It worked! Real test is to put it like way further forward, because if it does start to go out of time, then obviously the further you go through the track, the more out of time it's going to be. So you go to like however long, a minute in, and it has gone a little bit out. So all we do is we do it one more time near this end. So the further along the project you do that time stretchy trick, the more accurate it's going to be. So you can see it was not quite accurate, which means now we're a minute in, it's gone way out, but it's fine because all we do. So right there, that is a beat 3. 1, 2, sorry, beat 2. 2, 3, 4. right there. So we chop that, get rid of that, time stretch this back to beat 2. Now this time it really should be absolutely perfect. So let's sanity check the start to make sure it's not gone out. Sounds fine. Let's check it around here. Now that truly is perfectly in time. So next thing I need to do is create a little extended cut. So all we do is find where it loops. Oh, this now we can turn snap back on because everything is in the grid. So chop it there. It should. Whoops. I have no idea what I just did there. Chop it from the start, put it at the end. Easy. Easy peasy. Grab it a couple more times. And that, you know when you hear extended things on YouTube and it's like it's not extended? That is how you make an extended cut or something. Perfect. There we go. Done. Now we save. Now we find out I can't actually play it. Cool. And actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give myself a bar at the beginning of blank space in case I want to do some kind of fill, or it's very, I mean, I say very rare. It basically never happens where I want to have no control over what happens before the first bit. So even just like a you want to give yourself a little bit of space. Got to screen cap this for later. This is a step I was missing. Ah, there you go, dude. It makes that last time stretchy bit. That's where you're like, okay, I'm now deep in this hole of like, I'm stuck. I can't figure it out. That is the last sneaky step that you need to do. In this context, it does not matter if I change this Pokemon track from 123.5 BPM to 120 BPM, 123 BPM. No one is ever going to notice. I'm never going to notice. It's fine. Hey, Chabs, how you doing? Been here since the guitar restring, but I've got to say it's super cool to see the creative process. Oh, that's so cool. I'm really, really glad you enjoy it. It makes it all worthwhile. It's funny, anytime I do a stream that is like kind of out of the ordinary, there is a part of me that just goes like, should I just stick to what I know? And people are just going to flock. And it's really cool to know that I can do varied stuff, keep things interesting. And you guys seem to dig it. That is the important thing. Okay, now we get to the fun bit. We get to actually start recording some stuff. So, I think this bit might be a bit more interesting if we do this. I feel like that drum sound is kind of weird. I feel like there's too much delay. I mean, reverb. Yeah, there was a bit. Actually has a drum set, doesn't use it for this. Yeah, no, I can't be asked. that is ultimate lazy right there, isn't it? A beautiful high-end premium piece of drumming equipment. Much prefer that. Right, okay, so let me just do one more thing. Might just re-enable that. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, so This is where the fun begins. So I need to put a drum track down first. So this is something that I absolutely 100% stand by, is that when I'm writing and recording guitar parts, I don't want to be writing and playing along to like a click, because it's not very inspiring. It's not very fun. So I'd much, much rather play along to an actual drum beat, even if it's just... That's a way more musical way of playing something. You know it's in time because it's all done to a click. So I'm going to put a drum track down first. It's going to be super rough. We can go in and tidy it up afterwards. But this is first attempt at a drum track for this. And there's no click. That will do. Lady Gabs a lot. It is an absolute pleasure and honor to have you in the chat. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. Everybody should follow Lady Gabs a lot on Twitch if they're not already. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, so we have a drum track. We have an out of time, rough, not even close to a final take. So first thing I need to do is, because there is a slight bit of latency between playing and it going to the interface and then coming back, everything is off to the side a little bit. So the very, very, very first thing I do is grab everything, move it along so it's roughly right. Then the next thing I do, and this is something that is a game changer. So every single note, if you look, slightly out of time. So that note should be there. This note should be here. That one should be there. So what we do is we grab the whole lot and then we quantize it. Ah, don't you just love it? 16th note trip. No, 16th note triplets. 16th note straight. That'll do. Bang. And now, perfectly in time. I mean, if we're being sticklers about things, didn't the crazy keyboard you were drumming on cost more than the drum set? Oh, no, dude. Not even close. The drums were about 9 times the price of this keyboard. Quantize me. Quantize saves me about 90% of the time. It basically fixes everything, but there's always going to be a couple of things that it does that you don't want it to do. But it's way easier to go in and pick out the couple of bits than it is to go through everything. I remember I was at like music technology class at like my 6th form at school, and we had this whole project where we had to like record all these parts, and I was going through every single note and nudging it and moving it. Got like 3/4 of the way through this track. It took me hours and hours, and then someone just went, "Why don't you just quantize all the notes?" And I nearly screamed. In fact, I think I did actually scream. So now this doesn't need to be final. This just needs to be guide. But while I'm going through, I might add a couple of little bits just to like, you know, if I don't, it's going to bug me. So straight off the bat, that wants to be a cymbal. That wants to be a hi-hat. That wants to be a hi-hat. So right there, I heard something. There you go. So that should be like there. That should be like there. Really should probably... No, whatever. But this little cheeky one here is a fill I do all the time. I'm sure you've heard me do it on actual drums loads, and it's that to get. This is a little trick that I love doing. So this is 2 sticks hitting the snare at the same time. Again, do it all the time when I'm playing live. You never, ever have 2 sticks hitting perfectly at the same time. So instead of this, What you really want is that. Move it slightly out and it sounds way better. Listen to this. That could be a little further apart. Okay, all of those rides, I want them to all be ride bells. I love the almost slightly swing nature of the drums not being quantized along with the super raw guitar tone, kind of old school. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Quantizing is not something that you should do every single time. If it completely depends on the style of music. Like if you're going for something that you want to make it sound like people just jamming out in a room, for sure don't quantize it. You might want to fix the odd little note if something is really, really out, but I would say keep the human element there for sure. Cymbal on the 2s, on the 2 and the 4 would swing it. You'd need to basically, to swing it, you'd need to... yeah. Just anytime there's like an 8th note, you sort of take every other one and just shift it along a bit. So you get But I'm not going to do that here because it will sound very, very weird. Okay, that's just a terrible fill, so I'm just going to fix this. I'm going to rewrite this. Cool. So now we've got a drum track that kind of makes sense. That's where it loops, so we can get rid of all that. We come out of this view, we go back to the timeline view, and there we go. We have a nice, tidy, perfectly in time, perfectly usable drum sequence. Oh, god damn it, I did that last time. Oh, whoops. We can do exactly the same thing we did with the audio here. Chop it round. So we got it looping. Save it. And then just double check that the loop makes sense. And it absolutely doesn't. God damn it. That's a weird... Okay, what I need to do is... What I've got here, the problem I've got here is it's ending on a snare and then it starts on a snare. So you go... And it just sounds weird. So I'm going to go... Change those to 2 kicks. And now... If we loop it around... Sounds way better. There we go. Turn the click. No, just keep the click on. Actually, no, do you know what? Let's turn the click off and give myself a little count in because then I can just leave the click off. And then at any point when I'm playing... Whoops. Any point when I'm playing, I'll have what I need. So there we go. We can turn the click off completely and we get... Click track feels squelchy. Yeah, it's definitely like... It's very loud and it's very like piercing, and that's kind of the point. You want it to cut... If you're playing along with something, you want it to cut through a mix. You want it to hear it like right in the middle of your eardrum because then you don't go out of time. Right then, now we get to the really fun bit. Do you ever do the snare flam thing, but on the toms? Oh yeah, dude, all the time. Like in exactly the same way. And I have like the same rule basically. Like it kind of doesn't really matter what cymbal it is, what drum it is. 2 sticks are never going to hit at exactly the same time. So it's like, you know, it's this. And then otherwise it's sounds kind of weird. Right, now, I've not used this project template in a long ass time, so I need to update some of the guitar stuff that we've got going on here. So right here, you can still see it, cool. So the general layout, I'll give you like a super quick rundown of the layout of this project. So we have drums at the top, it's all done by MIDI. It's running through a whole load of processing. All of the drums are split out onto their own channels, as you can see here. That's a bad way of showing it. There we go. Still looks weird. Okay, whatever. So here's all the drums. We've got the kick, snare, toms, cymbals, and then the room all broken out into their own separate channels. They've all got their own processing on them. Then everything runs into a compression channel, which is compressed to absolute bollocks, but it's low in the mix. So when you blend the two together, it sounds nice and fat. And then all of that stuff is also going to a reverb channel, just to make it sound a bit more airy and a bit more like big, like it's being played in like an arena or something. And then it all goes to another channel where there's just like another extra little bit of like processing. And essentially these three channels are like blended together, and that's what makes the drum sound. Then we have rhythm guitars, left and right. I hard pan the guitars left and right. But this track right here is the track I used to record. So I don't want to be arming two tracks and recording on two tracks. I also don't want to just record on one of these tracks because I don't want to just have my guitar in my left ear while I'm playing. It just throws me off a little bit. So this one right here is in fact, it's not. I've just realized it will be in a second. This one right here is the track I'll use to record, and then I will dump those tracks back onto these ones up here. Or am I going to do that? Or am I going to do this? Maybe I'll just do this. Yeah, screw it. Unless I get any like weird stuff going on. Nah, sounds fine. And then we've got lead guitars right here. So these two rhythm guitars are panned hard left and right. These lead guitars are panned a bit more like centrally. So you've got kind of left, kind of right, a bit more left and a bit more right. So you got left. So the two in the middle of the two lead tracks, the two either side of the two harmony tracks, then a bass track, and that's it. And then there's some processing going on the master bus as well. The drum bus stuff has stolen 30 hours of my life with zero progress. Damn, dude. Right, there is a video, a YouTube video that I saw years ago before I started doing video game metal covers, and it's basically how I got this sound. I will find that video and I will dig it out and I'll send it to you. And if you literally follow it step by step, trust me, it will sound great. That's literally the only reason I've got these drums sounding as good as they do is because I followed that video. It's a bit of a cheat, but you know what? Screw it. It sounds good. Right. Tune up. This is also the Plini plugin, not the Petrucci one. Still sounds pretty goddamn good, if I do say so myself. And that guitar is pretty much staying in tune as well. Nice. God damn it. I freaking love it. I just absolutely love new strings. Do you use any FabFilter things? I don't own a single FabFilter plugin, but they are really, really good. I've used them for work before and they are amazing. But I just don't need, I can't justify spending money on plugins like that where like they do the EQ stuff, they do compression stuff, I think. FabFilter compressors. I feel like they're most famous for their EQs, which are incredibly good. But again, I use basic, like I don't use tons of EQ stuff. I've got a decent Waves EQ and it works absolutely fine. Right, I haven't played with these channels in a long time. I can't remember what these sounds are going to be like. Oh, that sounds great. No idea why this is all set to input 2. I think the last time I used this project, I had things in a different... Oh god, I'm so out of shape. I am never going back to light gauge strings, man. This is eye-opening. Okay, so at this point, we've got drums, everything's in time, and the part of the track that is uncertain, that could go either way, is like what the riffs underneath are going to be. The part of the track that is pretty much certain and written in stone is the melody. So I get that bit out of the way first, and then once I've got that in, that kind of then inspires some cool riffs. Because I could go in and I could start writing these awesome riffs, and then I go in and do the melody on top. I was like, oh, that kind of doesn't really work. Simon has left the light side. Oh, I thought, I thought, oh god, what part of my stream is broken now? But yes, indeed, I have indeed turned to the dark side, or the heavy side. So let's get the melody done. And actually, I don't need the drums for this bit because I'm just playing the melody. Actually, I'm going to keep that like that. This is also, I'm going to just show this off as well. Running Touch Portal on your phone and having it control Reaper, and you know, I've got a button that like can stop, undo, go back to where it was and start recording again in one button. Highly recommend anybody who uses a DAW, anyone who uses any kind of recording stuff, look into Touch Portal. It's so good. Okay, let's So it's bum 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 bum, and is it ba-dum or bum bum? Touch Portal, yeah, that's the one. Check it out. It is so good. If you don't have a Stream Deck, just get this instead. Do do do. Okay, I'm just gonna get that intro bit done. Cool. And I've just realized they're actually going to be, that's going to be the harmony part. The melody's going to be way more up. Nice. That's the one right there. Okay, I am not going to do any time correction right now because I'll do it all in one go at the end. You have a button piss on my mouse, don't I? Yeah, nice. Okay. So we get rid of that, so we've got a bit of room to like record. So, okay. Okay, there's quite a lot going on there. Ba-da-da-da-ba-dum. Do-da-da-da-da-ba-da-dum, bum-ba-da-da-da-da. God damn it. That is surprisingly more involved than I thought it was going to be. Okay. All right, we might just have to take this bit by bit. Let's just give this a go. There we go. That was the opposite of red light syndrome. I like it. Cool. So we chop everything back a bar. So it means we can go back a bar and then like run into it. I think it's called punching in technically. It's funny because the original song doesn't really do anything for me, but the metal cover has promise. That's what I was thinking. It's just like it's the song that plays when you're in the Pokemon gym, right? So it's not like a major like part, and it's kind of simple, but there is just something about that. Ba ba da bum, ba 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 da bum. I just thought that's just got like a good old rock metal all over it. Oh god. Bum 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 bum. Dum. Do 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 do. Dun, da, da. Do, do, do. Ba, ba, da. Ba, ba, dum. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. So. Okay, so the whole thing is... That's the one. Ah, bollocks. We got it. It's like hunting game. You line it up, you take your time. Not that I've ever hunted anything in my life, so don't really know what I'm talking about. Sorry, we got that. No, dude, no worries. No worries. Not a problem. This is arguably the less exciting part of it. This is just trying to nail down these notes. But the beautiful thing is that the section's actually quite short. So once these melodies and harmonies are done, then we get to the fun bit. We get to write loads of riffs. We get to loop it around. We get to change the structure a little bit if we want to. That's where the real fun bit gets in. Took off my headset when you said I've also got to show this off. I don't know. Oh. Touch ball. That's right. It was this. It's the fact that, like, I can, like, control everything on my phone and it is absolutely instantaneous. And I can also, like, start recording. And then with one button, I can just, like, one button will stop it, undo it, and then start recording from the place that I just started recording from. And that's just like bang. Rather than going space, Control Z, Control R. It just goes bloop. And it's just, honestly, dude, like, I was saying, anyone with a door, anyone with a workstation, anyone with any kind of stuff like this, and you don't have Stream Deck, because why would you? They're incredibly expensive for basically this with less customization. Yeah, I would highly recommend it. Okay, so we got a weird bum 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 bum. That doesn't sound right. Okay, there are some fast bits at the end here. I'm starting to panic a little bit. Oh, goodness me. That is really, really, really odd. Hey, Wispy, how you doing? Welcome. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-ba. Oh god. Okay, so I'm gonna get everything up to that like fast bit, just locked down. Oh god, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I think that's it. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Something sounds a bit flat. Uh-oh. Cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Uh-oh. Dude, your ears are bang on. Absolutely rock solid ears right there, Modder LP. Thank you very much. Hopefully the stuff I've already done is now out of tune. If it is, I'll go back and redo it at some point. I'm not spending any more time retreading that stuff right now. Okay, let's give this a go. Ah, so close. Okay, that will do. Okay, what even is this bit? Okay, pretty straightforward. Right, now this is a point where I go way off into the future. Get rid of some of these, shall we? And I just let it record. And we just try and see if I can get it at least once. Ah, so annoying. Oh, that is such a pain in the ass. God damn it. It's just, I am such a basic guitarist, man. Ah, that was nearly it. Hell yeah. Got it. That's fine. Oh, man. Those traditional old school guitarists and musicians would be rolling in their graves right now. But you know what? I don't give a damn. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Right. Let's move this where it needs to go. I just don't care. Okay, I'm going to put these up here for now and mute them and remember to put them back later. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's so much easier. Oh, God. All right, let's just give it a go. Do you know what? Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to... All right. Hell yeah, dude. What the hell they're doing up there? We're getting high, man. Okay. Off to the barren wastelands. Okay. Now, we've got all the parts. We absolutely, definitely need to tidy this up a little bit. I realize it wouldn't be effective, but it'd be so much fun to have several of us sitting in that room jamming. Dude, I completely agree. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is move everything over because it's all a tiny little bit out of time, just like the drums. Now I need to go back and start doing stuff like this. Oh, no, I'm being an idiot. Also, I only need one of these tracks. They're exactly the same. There we go. Right, we have a lead guitar part, ladies and gentlemen. It only took us ages. Right, I'm also going to do something that I've never done before, but in the interest of saving time, and again, I could go back and redo this if it doesn't work. First thing I'm going to do is, no, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy this down here. I'm then going to glue all of that together, and then I'm going to go in, change the properties here. Where has all the stuff gone? I used to be able to just change pitch here. Why can't I see it? High string is flat on that super... Ah, bollocks. Pitch it up a bit, I won't tell. I tell you what, I will wait until there's just guitar tracks in, and if it still sounds out of tune, I will go back and fix it. Okay, so this is really freaking annoying. I don't know what's happened here. Reaper is updated. You used to be able to... Dude, why is this stuff grayed out? You used to be able to just... Oh, here we go. You used to be able to just go in here and like change the pitch, change the rate and everything, and none of it's here anymore. Take effects. No. Damn it. I am on 6.66. Okay, I'm going to have to just actually Google this. This is really freaking annoying. Oops. Changing the speed and pitch of an item. Oh, this is like a whole article. I don't want that. Right click on the desired item properties. Oh my god, is that literally all I had to do? Item properties. No, I knew it. I knew it. It's not there. Oh my god. Are you kidding? Normally this window is like this. Oh my god. You saw it. You got there before I did, man. Oh, well, that's frustrating. Okay, well, the good news is that we can just change the pitch. I think. Pitch adjust semitones. -12. So now, so this is what the original track sounds like. Let's turn the effects off. Whoops. So this is the unprocessed, no guitar effects here. And now underneath, we get this. Doesn't sound amazing, but you put it through amps and it should sound pretty good. Doesn't sound great by itself, but you're never going to hear it by itself. Let's just see what happens if I shift this out of sync a tiny bit. Awesome. Okay, that actually can go in. So that was the very first thing I recorded, and that's actually in the right pitch, so let's just put it down there. No, never mind. Sounds terrible. Cool. All right, I'm very happy with that. So now let's see if we can figure out some of these harmony parts. And then we're going to get onto some riffs. "19.3 worries you." Yeah, I hear it, dude. I'll go back and re-record it. Don't worry. Da-da-dum. Da 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 ba da da. Da 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 ba da 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 da, and then it's like da 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 da, which I'm not going to do. Da da da. This actually is where I need one of these lead parts in, because I need to make sure that things are going to be slightly different. I need to make sure it's like consistent across guitar tracks. Just like where I'm holding on to notes and where I'm not, that sort of thing. Cool. There's a nice little squealy bit in that. And this time, I am actually going to shift it along as we go, because that was a dumb move last time. That meant a lot more work than it needed to be. Okay, got most of that down. Let's just try and record it. Damn it! I'm gonna do that again. So close. Okay. So we get. Can feel the potential low string staccato chunk rhythm line. Hell yeah, dude. Right. All right, let's have a laugh and just see what these parts all sound like. Let's turn this off. Nice. I'm happy with that so far. Okay, so we are now on. Okay, cool. Boom. Nice. Oh. See. Okay, so boom, 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 dum dum da dum, ba dum. Okay, so dum da dum dum da dum, dum bum. Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum, bum ba da bum. Bum ba da bum. So run out of frets. Okay, that'll do. playing the wrong thing the whole time. Sort of hard to pick out what is the low harmony against the stuff you're using for the rhythm part. Yeah, it is a bit, but I'm not too worried about it. If there's a little bit of overlap here and there, it probably will be absolutely fine. It might sound really cool. If it sounds weird, I'll just pinpoint the bits that sound weird and then go in and fix them. Right. I think that is sort of done for lead parts. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, yeah, no, all right. Yeah, let's fix that note. Sounding sweet so far. Yeah, I am pretty damn happy with that so far. And now we just get to the really fun bit. Okay. That's literally all we need. Oh. Oh, no. Wait. No, that's not pitched down. Oh, it is. Ugh, what a lot of chopping and changing. Okay. It worked. Okay. Cool. So now, all we need to do is check that it loops all right. Hey, right then. Now we get to do the really fun, cool stuff. It's riff time, ladies and gents. Let's tune this bad boy up. In fact, I want to be in drop D for this. I'm now officially worried how sharp everything is. Oh dear. God damn it, these strings sound so good. No, I'm going to keep that low string as a B because then we can do stuff like... It just means anytime I'm on the A string, I can just drop an octave. Like that. It's my new copyright patent pending tuning. Cool. Phew, it still sounds good. That's the important thing. Okay, so let's just listen to, like, I guess let's just listen to the original. Okay, so basically what we've got... Okay, so this track is out of tune. So, do you know what? I'm actually going to pitch this down. Oh, I wish you could just... Okay, hang on. Minus... No. Minus 0.3. You know what? We actually don't need to worry about pitching that because I'm not going to be playing along with it. I'll be playing along with my guitars. I'm going to retune though because that sounds dodgy. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. So I think I've got all I need from that. So we just need to turn these on now, and let's just write some riffs, shall we? It would be helpful if we had drums in there as well. Okay, I've just had a thought. If you listen to the original, right, there's this. Bum, 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 bum. So I'm going to try and match that with the drums and then write a riff that follows that rhythm. Bum, 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 ba, bum. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Actually, do you know what? I might just try. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Right, let's tidy that up. Take one of the bits of this future section out, and then I should, if I've got this right, be able to just go boink. Don't know why that's there. And here I thought we were leaving the kick leads and follows riffs for halftime part. Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool to just like start that up. So you're like, get a big intro and then it's like, okay, we're just going to build it. We're going to build it. And then it's going to get bigger and bigger. And then the second time that comes around, we can do a bit more like a maybe something like that. That's what I was thinking anyway. Right, now let's record some riffs. That's kind of cool. Bum, 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 bada bum. Okay. Okay, so there's some cool stuff in there. Okay, so I'm happy with all of that stuff. Put that in a little keep pile. We got that lovely big new metal chord in there. Okay, so that section I'm quite happy to keep it just kind of like open power chord type thing. So let's try that. Okay. There's some cool. I'm gonna just move that out of the way. Ba-dum. I quite like that riff. I'm gonna put that in before I forget. Yeah, I like that. Let's just see what that sounds like double tracked, because I think that's going to sound pretty fat. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. That's what I want to do there. Dude, that is what I'm talking about. That is some John Petrucci. I just want to hear how that's going to sound double tracked right now, because I think that's going to be really, really cool. Dude, let's just listen to that. Christ. Like, just, I can't get over these new strings, man. Listen to this. Petrucci because he keeps the one note in every chord throughout. No, not necessarily. It's more just like the big... That, for me, is a big, strong John Petrucci chord. And then these sus2s. Just freaking love those sus2s, man. I am very, very happy with how that sounds. I'm going to double track as I go, actually. I don't want to, like, because I feel like I'll forget things if I don't just do them straight away. See what I mean? Okay. Oh no, wait. First bit was fine. Second bit, I'm going to redo this part because I want it just to be consistent. This is what I mean. This is why I should be double tracking as I go. I don't know what the hell's doing there. Cool. You still got those slight differences if you record both left and right at the same time, or is this so you have two things to mess and shot with? No, so if you record both things at the same time, I'll show you actually. I'll show you exactly what happens if you record two things at the same time. So what I do here, I'm recording them both at the same time, so I'm just so I'm getting left and right, because otherwise if I record on one track, it sounds like this. Recording them both at the same time. Kind of sounds cool. I like it. So if you, but however, the good thing about double tracking, right? So the first, so this is what double tracking sounds like. And this is what not double tracking sounds like. You hear it just squashes everything into the middle. It basically turns it into like a mono signal. And especially in a mix. Not that this is much of a mix, but... Check it. That's why double tracking, at least double tracking, is absolutely essential in my eyes. This is freaking cool, man. I am loving this so far. This is where the real fun begins, you know. I thought the tracks had to be recorded separately when doubling. Yes, they do. So sorry. So what I'm doing is, say, like, what I'm doing is this. So that is me recording two at the same time just so I can hear it while I'm playing it. Then what I do is I keep one, get rid of the other, do the same thing again. And that keep one I've put on a track that is muted so you can't hear it. And then again, get rid of one, put that original keep track up to the middle, and then... So this is the first take I did, this is the second take I did. It just so happens that both times I recorded them, I had two tracks recording so I could listen to both at the same time. Do you see what I mean? I like that little chromatic bit. So keep that, get rid of the other one, redo it. And then have them both there, then fix them both at the same time if there's any timing issues, which there always is. Nice. Okay. And then this is where I wanted to put that cool riff. Okay, if I just... They're exactly the same audio files, aren't they? Yeah, whoops. Okay, well, I've got I kind of prefer that, like, slidey thing. Try that again. be cool is to go with the first bit and then do a different riff, like. Maybe not. Do you know what? I've just realized the time. I should probably wrap things up. But cool, the riff's there. I'll not forget it. But I am very, very happy with how this has gone, and it's really nice to be back doing video game metal covers again. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. But yeah. Let's have a little listen to what we've done. Shall we? Awesome. I am super happy with that. So that is, what is that? 45 seconds. 3 reps, maybe 4. Do some cool stuff with it. I also want to do like a bit where it just the lead, like the God, man, can't talk. Melodies and harmonies and stuff like die off a little bit, and then just like the riffs kind of take over a bit, and just have like a cool kind of like riff salad. But yeah, that was really good fun. So thank you, dudes, so much for hanging out while I was doing some metal. It's been a long time, and it feels very, very, very cool to be back to it. I believe I will be back on Monday. I don't think I got anything going on, but you know the drill. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord already. That is the best way to know if I am going live or not. Subscribe to me on YouTube, and also subscribe to the VODs channel if you want to watch this VOD after the stream. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do me for this evening. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I will be back next week. Until then, my dudes, look after yourselves, look after each other, and I will see you all very soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.